Pisces, you are about to receive a surprise in love. So your job, number one, is to be open to believing that it's possible. Number two, be open to receiving this. Because what I'm getting for this specific collective, whoever this is for, love is going to change really fast. Your love life changes fast. Romance changes fast. Suddenly you're going out on like proper dates, proper situations. You're being treated the right way. And it seems like you also meet somebody where you feel so comfortable that you open up to be your true authentic self, and you're able to do so quicker than normal. And so it kind of feels like a gift. So you start to recognize this person as some sort of gift, like never this comfortable around people. So it does start to go a little bit into a fear of, I gotta watch out, watching out for love bombing. But it seems like this relationship is going to help alleviate any sort of trust issues that you might be having, as opposed to creating any sort of new trust issues, because this is showing somebody that wants to treat you right, however you want to be treated, whoever the F you are, like, because you want to treat the other person right too. That seems to be the difference in this collective. So let's pull the energy between you and this person. Knight of Pentacles, okay? Two independent people. Virgo energy, they don't have to be a Virgo. This Virgo is your complementary energy. On the zodiac wheel, it's opposite you. It's more grounded. It's like taking your dreams and putting them into something practical that you can use and apply every single day. Right? So this person doesn't have to be an actual Virgo, but it is showing an energy that's very balancing. You and this person really balance each other. And it seems like very important. You and this person allow each other to be free. On the opposite end, I have the Nine of Swords in reverse, Gemini energy at the bottom. Not controlling, like, get the F off me. Not get the F off. I was talking about the hair that was on my hoodie, but that applies to what I'm talking about. What a coincidence. Okay, nines are all about, like, we're just about there, like the end is in sight. I'm so excited to be there. We've made it this far. We've worked clearly. This is showing that you have worked through a lot of trust issues. This is showing that you're either currently in or you're moving into an energy where I'm never going to chase again. Because I don't think you were necessarily aware that you were chasing in the past. I think you were just offering love. Like, I'm just being normal. Like, is this not how you treat somebody that you love? You wouldn't put in this sort of effort? So perhaps you just put in a lot more effort. Maybe even you told people how you felt more. Maybe you even took initiative more than other people, right? But this seems like this person is very balanced, all right? Oh my God, I shuffled and the same exact card came out. So the way they're viewing you right now, you're somebody who's overcome a lot. You've accomplished, seems like curing of a lot of anxiety, curing of a lot of fears, curing of a lot of limitations, okay? They're viewing you as somebody that they can also be honest with. That's coming through a lot. They really like talking to you. You and this person really love talking to each other. Let's talk, let's chat. If there's anything on your mind that's bothering you that you want to talk about, you both want to talk about that. Is this a long term? Is this a karmic? Is this a twin flame? What is this? Oh. The Hierophant, Taurus energy, Taurus, the second house, that's all about comfort, okay? This is longevity. This also points to a divine connection. It points to, commitment. It points to union. It points to, you could be legally getting married if that's what the both of you are into, but it does point to, like, something more traditional. And traditional feels like, we're both committed to each other. We're both equally down for each other, because it feels like the two of you actually you both feed each other. You both feed your spiritual energy, whatever it is you're needing. You both seem to meet each other's needs as opposed to sucking each other dry. What's the energy over the next 7 days between you and this person? 7 effing days. And Pisces, these videos could be for your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus sign. You could also be a cross watcher, okay? And you could book a personal reading with me through the link in my bio if you're interested. The next 7 days. Oh my gosh, the Queen of Cups, love that. That's a you. The Queen of Cups and the Empress. So Taurus energy, Libra energy, water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They both have their eyes closed, okay? This is the energy of like growth and connection. It feels mostly like growth and connection. It feels like an acceptance of truth and responsibility for some reason too. We're accepting truth, we're accepting responsibility of, it feels like admiration for the other person, but more so admiration and self-knowing of your worth. Oh my god, the Emperor's at the bottom of the deck. Okay, 555 on this reading. Fives are all about change, challenges, and chaos, which bring growth, expansion, and opportunity, right? The Hierophant is also 5. So this is pointing out this is going to be a different type of relationship than you've ever experienced. Especially we have the Empress, the Emperor, the Queen of Cups. I feel like the way that this is coming out is pointing out that you, whatever your gender is, I don't care, I can't see you. You're upgrading to the Emperor, to the Empress. Which means I would rather end up single than stay in a unhealthy, shitty relationship that's draining me. Right? You're like, of course, you know, I want love, I'll take love, but it has to be feeding me. And the thing is, you're down to feed it too. So you're not looking for some one-sided relationship where somebody's worshiping you and you're not doing the same, because it seems like you would be down to, I want to do all the stuff that I want. I would be down to do it for my person too, you know, or at least a variation of something that they perhaps, you know, wanted, right? Seems like you would be down to, you know, learn. What do you want? What do you like? What do you want? What do you like? Okay, so we feel connection. We're getting closer intuitively. I don't know how this wouldn't be meeting and talking in the physical. The Emperor and the Empress, meeting and talking and connecting in the physical. Some of you people already know them. Who is this person? Let's describe their personality. You guys are very motherfucking drawn to each other, that's for sure. 22, the number 22. The name Sam, Samantha. Tell us about their personality. And how they develop. This person is very curious. They like to travel. I feel like they're definitely down to be spontaneous. They're very unpredictable. Now, that could be a good thing and a bad thing. Nobody's perfect. It could be both a good thing and a bad thing from different times, depending on what the unpredictable situation is. But this seems like the type of person that's going to surprise you. Plan things. They're definitely like dramatic. So there's something to, you know, to laugh at for sure. If they're dramatic, you can just laugh at them. That's nice. I do feel like there's another energy of tradition coming through, which could just mean also like they might be the type of person that doesn't wear sweats outside of the house and also doesn't wear like outside clothing in their bed, or like they're proper with a lot of different things. Like they might know the difference between all those different forks, you know, like a salad fork and an appetizer fork, and I don't know, so I can't go any further there. But they seem to be, you know, well cultured. They're knowledgeable, and they might have a lot of information, and you're like, oh, why do you know this? And they're like, you know, just if they take a lot of trips and they're on airplanes and they're reading random magazines in the back of the airplanes, they're picking up random information. That's their explanation. Like, it picks, and it's not always on an airplane, but you know, seems like they like information, like to read, they like podcasts, so they listen. How is this connection going to develop over the rest of the year? How is this connection going to develop over the rest of the year? Three of Swords in reverse. Page of Swords. There's that more curiosity. More curiosity. Eight of Pentacles. And the Two of Swords. Two of Swords, Three of Swords. Page of Swords. That's a lot of swords energy. That's air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It does represent communication. This is getting to know you. We're getting to know each other. We're getting to know, you know, the Three of Swords in reverse is healing from something. So for some of you, this could point to a reconciliation, something that is healable, something that, you know, 1111, we're no longer avoiding something that maybe needs to happen. All right. And it does show, you know, we're working on, can you hear me? We're working on how do we communicate? How do we heal? How do we talk to each other? How do we both best serve each other? How do we both best serve each other, help each other, be there for each other, you know? That's a nice energy, okay? But it says romance is coming your way and it's going to feel like a gift. So your job is to believe, all right? But thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and you could book a personal reading with me through the link in my bio.